Hi everyone on YouTube, this is me again. I'm uploading this video on the Pod X3 Live again, kind of in response to some guys that have asked me a couple of questions on how to use this unit in front of an amplifier, especially to get an okay tone. And what I will do here is I'm going to make a tone from scratch and from a random patch that I take from the pod and show you how I use it and how I set it up in order for me to be useful in changing situations. Like my main focus on this is also to be able to use this unit in different size of amplifiers, different amplifier brands, like when you go and gig and borrow equipment, and be able to be comfortable and get an okay tone and not having to sit around for 20-30 minutes moving things around and being in a hurry and all those things that suck when you're gigging. So this is the actual sound of this shit amplifier. Sorry I didn't have a bigger one, but this is like the full sound of it with a pod bypassed. So at least it doesn't sound so bad or thin. Now let's check the sound of this default model. It's very shitty. Sounds shrilly and thin and trebly and awful. So what I'm going to do now first is choose a distortion model. What I will be using here is a criminal model, the 5150 Van Halen amplifier thing. It has a very nice warm color and you can tweak it around to have like different setups of it, different amounts of distortion and colors to fit like different genres of music or different things you want to do with it. So I'm changing it here. The first thing I'm doing is turning off the cabinet simulation. That's the very first thing you do if you're playing in front of an amplifier. And now I'm going to set everything at 50 just to show you how things are going to change up as you move the equalizer around. The equalizer is the most important tool you can use to to shape the sound and to make it sound okay wherever you're connecting in, whatever you're connecting into. So let me just place all of this at flat, and then we'll start from there. Sorry, my hand's in between. Okay, so you remember how this sounded when I had like the default thing on. Now let's give it a try and check how it sounds with the cabinet simulation off and everything set up in the middle. Sorry, I'm playing like shit. Oops. This is a bridge pickup. So it's actually a lot better, I think. It doesn't have that horrible like I don't know, like metal shrill horrible noise. Just because I turned off the cabinet simulation. That's the very first step. Now what I do also is turn the presence all the way down. It's not very noticeable at this point, But if you have the presence up, and as you turn your amplifier up, the volume up to gig volume, it enhances some high frequencies that really suck and hurt the ears really bad. So let's get rid of all those high frequencies there. Now this is the parametric equalizer. This is what I do in order to make a patch for connecting into an amplifier. This is the most important thing I do actually, and it took me quite a while to find out like the actual frequency that was screwing up with my sound. Now you take this one here and you choose the 1.5K frequency, somewhere around that. You could also move it over to, I don't know, 55, 60, whatever, somewhere in between the 1.5 and the 2, and turn it down like, I don't know, like 6 dB. What this does is you're getting rid of the one frequency that really digs in gets into drills into people's brain. It's a very awful frequency. As you turn the amplifier up, you turn this down, you get rid of this ugly high mid-range, your problems are basically fixed. The other things I move around are just in order for me to get cut through the mix, and get the guitar sounding a little bigger and thicker, also a little more articulation. So this one, for example, let's choose the 550 frequency. It's like a low mid range. I don't actual mid range, but this kind of brings up the articulation on the guitar, like the actual singing voice or singing quality of it. And I don't mess around with the low frequencies, but let's just turn it up a little bit. Makes it a little warmer. And put it over around, I don't know, 200. There we go. I don't mess with the highs so much. So let's just leave it there. If you hear it's too high, you can turn it down. This is kind of I don't know. I don't remember the name of the type of equalizer, but these two guys choose a specific frequency and turn it down. These other guys are like I don't know, like a border thing. You choose this frequency like 0.2 whatever, and from that frequency all the way to the very highest, it's lowering or boosting. So like kind of a smiley face shape.